We keep trying stuff until it either works or it don't. I'm hung up here somehow or another. Nance is fixing me. That's got to go under. Here we go. Thank you. It's good to have a road crew. Okay. Now, maybe. Yeah, because this newfangled thing, I can't see anybody's post. So, I'm hoping I'm out there. Nance is on the phone to Anna. And Jake is over there. Let me get my chair all squirreled back around. Can you hear my guitar too? If Tanya said she could hear me, I don't need that on there. I want that off. And I don't know why I have low FPS. So if I have volume or not, I'm going to try this first song. And if I do, then you let me know. All right. He smells like the liquor that took him, the star of fame tarnished with time, his face like those old dog-eared pages, are wrinkled and weathered and lined. The back corner booth is his office. He rents on a tab by the day. He once had the world in his pocket. Somehow he got sidelined by fate. Sometimes you could hear him say, to Texas and open range cowboys, tequila and honky-tonk bars. He raises his glass to her memory and then he drinks to her cold, cheating heart. Yes, he drinks to her cold, cheating heart. He once was a rodeo rider. She once was a rodeo queen. Both of them searching for something, riding like hell for the dream. Their lives became tangled together. She took his heart in her hand. He thought he'd found crystal clear water. Somehow he wound up with nothing but sand. That's the words. And you could hear him say, to Texas and open range cowboys, tequila and honky-tonk bars. He raises his glass to her memory and then he drinks to her cold, cheating heart. Yes, he drinks to her cold, cheating heart. Now everyone calls him Big Whiskey. The bottle took over his life, sleeping it off in the daytime, drinking it back every night. The heartbreak that's dragging him under gets harder to handle each day. Each song they play on the jukebox keeps taking him farther away. You know where he's going. To Texas and open range cowboys, tequila and honky-tonk bars. raise our glass to her memory, and then we'll drink to her cold, cheating heart. Yes, we'll drink to her cold, cheating heart. Everyone called him Big Whiskey. Okay, we have sound. I guess we mess with it long enough. We get it. Aha! We will not be deterred. You know, I'm not deterred. Still, all in all, by gosh, by golly, we are back. Live and in color. Right there for the Marshall Mitchell Happy Hour. I dropped my microphone a while ago and got some fuzz on it. So, hey, we encourage everybody out there. Come on. Get with the program now. Show everybody you care. There you go. Come on, America. Get on board. Well, Marshall Mitchell here after, 2 weeks, 3 weeks maybe, of being off the air. You just have to plug it in the right hole, click the right button. Just kind of makes my old heart smile. And I'm glad to be here with you. Glad to be back. That song, Big Whiskey, is actually, let me get over here, on my brandest newest CD. Called Prairie Moon. Oops, I got to go that way. Prairie Moon. Big Whiskey was a collaboration between myself and a young lady called Pam Talley Parker. And I think she's over there in Oklahoma. And, boy, I'm glad she came up with the idea. I'm sitting on my cord here. So I squirreled everything around, trying to get to the back of the computer. So I'm glad you can hear me. And, straight from the great state of Texas right here. They can hear me all right? Live and in color is, yes, you guessed it, friends, Mr. Dale Pickle. There you go, Dale. Tell him. Woo-hoo. Oh, that's F sharp. So, hey, we're going to take a slash of sweet tea like we always do. Pull up a chair, sit down, have a sit, and we're gonna go with the Marshall Mitchell Happy Hour right here, live and in color. I wanted to do this song because I have to tell you that this portion of the program was brought to you in part by the new and approved clay card. Whoop, right there. Forget those pesky metal cards. You don't need those. The clay card is the only one with 100% interest compounded mentally. Fantastic savings on carrying. You don't have to worry about carrying cash anymore if you've got the clay card. Exceptional value and accepted somewhere and fairly easy to use. So smile when they say, what you got in your pocket? So right there, free from the Besco. And if you order now, I guarantee you got to put this over here. Where was it? Oh, here it is right here. You get a guaranteed bluegrass for banjo for beginners. 4 hours of instruction right here from the collection of Papio, don't you know it? Remember those guys from the Sod Shanty Rambling Warblers right here. Perfect edition for birthdays, holidays, any day. Order now. Supplies are limited. Banjo sold separately, of course. New from the Besco and Bubba's Band-Aid right there. You can see the Band-Aid right there. So call now. 1-800-BS-IOU-1-2 or 3. Outstanding operators are waiting. Call now. It's free. So you know that. Limited time. I wanted to do this song before I had and ran out of audio. But I wrote this song for the kids because, we talked about that today. A lot of kids, they don't get to go out and play in the dirt. Mom was like, use that antibacterial stuff, you know. Nonetheless, this is our addition here. I've got a brand new board, and I got a brand new foot feed down here, but you have to stomp it twice to get that. There we go. Sing-along song now. Living out on the farm, living out on the farm. This is a place where I live my life. Living out on the farm, where the air is clean, the grass is green, the sky is bright and blue. I like living out on the farm, and I think you would too. Here we go now. 'Cause I got a dog and he says woof. I got a cat says meow. Late at night you can hear whoop whoo, call of the yo-hoo down. Little green snake goes tss, tss, tss. The mallard duck says quack. Sheep in the lamb go ba ba. Come on out where we're at. Living out on the farm, living out on the farm. This is a place where I live my life. Living out on the farm, where the air is green, where the air is clean, the grass is green, the sky is bright and blue. I like living out on the farm, and I think you would too. Yes, I do. Leave that green grass alone. How about it? There's a bushy-tailed squirrel in a live oak limb, and the morning dove will coo. Bees in the hive say bzz, bzz, bzz. The housefly says bzz too. Chickens scratch dirt and say cluck, cluck, and the chicks go beep, beep, beep. The old bullfrog goes croak, croak. The birds all sing so sweet, don't they? Living out on the farm, living out on the farm. This is a place where I live my life. Living out on the farm, where the air is clean, the grass is green, the sky is bright and blue. I like living out on the farm, and I think you would too. Fish in the pond go, cow in the corn says moo, pig in the pen says oink, 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 and the rooster cock-a-doodle-doo. My little pony goes urr, and the old black crow caw, caw. I love this life and the land I live in, the hills of Arkansas. Come on, sing with me. Living out on the farm, living out on the farm. This is a place where I live my life. Living out on the farm, where the air is clean, the grass is green, the sky is bright and blue. I like living out on the farm, and I think you would too. Yes, I like living out on the farm, and I think you would too. Yeah, I like living out on the farm. How did that, I don't know all the words because I don't get to do this song very often, so I have it written down right here, and somehow or another the grass is, or the sky is green. I don't know. But the reason that I did the Prairie Moon CD was basically because Jennifer booked me at the Booth Western Museum, and that's in Cartersville, Georgia. So Nance took vacation. We drove on over there and got to perform at the booth, and I got me a genuine, authenticated Native American hat band right here, done by the hands of the indigenous people. They're over there, and for a small fee I got me one. I thought it looked really pretty cool, so that way it kind of goes with my personality. If you ever seen me on the warpath, not very many people have, and that's okay. But anyway, the reason that I did the CD was because I was going over to the Booth Western Museum. Never been there before. They booked me last year, but because of Coronavirus, everything was canceled, of course. So we got to go this year. Oh man, it is fantastic. I better get this over here because I got that coming up. But and this is the title song, to the Prairie Moon CD called, of course, Prairie Moon. The beginning. Okay, it's in the G. Yeah. She stood there in silence as he rode on by. Smiles they exchanged were hello, not goodbye. The prairie wind whispered her name in the night. He knew in his heart that those feelings were right. But then sometime later, no. So then every Sunday, round mid-afternoon, he'd bring a wildflower bouquet to brighten her room. They'd stroll on the boardwalk and work out a plan of her as his sweetheart and him as her man. Prairie moon with your love light, shine wherever you are tonight. I hope and pray that you'll sleep tight and think of me come morning. Well, the big herd was leaving the very next day. He had no time to tell her as they rode away. She waited and watched, but he never stopped by. No one ever knew of the tear in her eye. So then sometime later, a letter came in. I'm sad and I'm sorry, is how it began. I'll be back to see you in no time at all. She made out I love you in his awkward sprawl. Prairie moon with your love light, shine wherever you are tonight. I hope and pray that you'll sleep tight and think of me come morning. Well, the trail drive was over. The drovers came home, but there on the boardwalk she stood all alone. Of the dozen that left out, only 9 did remain. In the run of a stampede, he'd called out her name. Prairie moon with your love light, shine wherever you are tonight. I hope and pray that you'll sleep tight and think of me come morning. Prairie moon with your love light, shine wherever you are tonight. I hope and pray that you'll sleep tight and think of me come morning. Prairie Moon right there, live and okay, Jake, if you're watching, no sniveling. See, I can't see any comments, so I don't know where you guys are. This is all the new Facebook Live thing. I don't know. Let me look right here and see if I can, on the settings, if I can stream viewer. Let me see. Allow viewers to message me. I'm going to click that. Okay. And we'll see if that'll work. All right. And then we'll go back to the dashboard. Close all applications. Get out of here. You know, we talked about this earlier. Turn it on, work. You know, I don't want to finagle with all this other stuff. You know, we turn it on, it works. So, anyway, I keep getting this message down here. Too low FPS. Learn more. I don't want to. Can they still hear me? All righty. You know, we had this once before, and because of, let me get this out of the way. I got it on the wrong side because it's like right in the way right there. You know, I have a lot of friends that like to do camping and, you know, hiking and going and doing all these things and all. And, you know, the problem has been you got to have a backpack. And, you know, if you're walking 40 miles, you don't want to be carrying, you know, 100 pounds or 300 pounds. So that's why From the Besco came up with no water. No water right there. It's just a scientific breakthrough. Everybody says, follow the science, follow the science. So we have no water right there. And as you can see, what it is actually dehydrated water. Simple. It's just genius. I don't know how these guys come up with these things. But what you have to do is you take an empty bottle right here, and then for some reason or another, this little tablet right there, you put it in the little water thing, to see you can see it, and you have to mix it up, set it down for a minute, and that way, you know, it has time to effervesce and work or whatever it does. And the next thing you know, no water right there, live and in color. You can drink fresh water right there. I'd take some off and take a slug out of it, but that's undehydrated water right there, undehydrated. So remember, no water. If you get thirsty, there is a way. So if you want to know more about it, I'll just pick up that cellular phone and call 1-800-BS-IOU-12 or 3. Have outstanding operators. Call now. It's free. So keep that in mind as we move along. And but I can't see where anybody is posting anything. So used to, on the old method, the original method is that I could see on the side where Jake would say, you know, I'm messing with the tuning pegs, and I'd tell him, don't be messing with them tuning pegs there, Jake. So, but this one here, this song, and let me do this disclaimer right here. I always do this. We're not getting any money. We're not asking for any money. We're just doing this because we love the music, and this is about the only place I have to play for live for folks. But this was on the You Don't Know Marshall Mitchell CD back in 2012, and then we re-recorded it for the Cowboy and Me in 2015. Because coming from Texas, you know, Texas was Mexico, and there's parts of Texas that to me are still Mexico. So one of these days we'll have to go try it. boss, say so long to the boss, just haul off and go. Gonna leave this range, boy, I need a change. Now don't you know? I'm gonna stare at the moon laying out on the dunes just like long ago. I need to clear my mind, spending me some time in Mexico. Oh, Mexico. I see vaqueros go riding by, caballos in the sky, up where the seabirds fly. Oh, Mexico. Never will I feel so all alone. You keep me safe and warm, Mexico. Old memories on a savory breeze sway me to and fro. Waves on the sand are extending a hand, begging me to go. I can still hear her calling me nearer and whispering low. One thing's for certain, my heart is hurting for Mexico. Oh, Mexico. I see vaqueros go riding by, caballos in the sky, up where the seabirds fly. Oh, Mexico. Never will I feel so all alone. You keep me safe and warm, Mexico. Should be drinking tequila with a sweet senorita. We'd slowly just drift away. We could walk hand in hand on that soft midnight sand. Now maybe next time I'll stay. Oh, Mexico. I see vaqueros go riding by, caballos in the sky, up where the seabirds fly. Oh, Mexico. Never will I feel so all alone. You keep me safe and warm, Mexico. Yeah, you keep me safe and warm, Mexico. Oh yeah, Mexico. I just love that song. That's one of those where you move the furniture to the side, grab mama, and cut a rug. Right there. Jake, don't be messing with them tuna pegs now. We're going to re-record this one here because it was recorded in 2001, a long time. That's 20 years ago. It's called Long Drink of Water. And I wrote this when I was living in Kansas City. All right. Standing on the shoulder, out in the rain, I was hoping you were going my way. I've been dropped off on the back roads by an unfaithful friend. Now I'm looking for another highway. Well, it's not that far, I've been told. It's up ahead somewhere, maybe just across the next horizon. I really can't describe it, but I'll know it when we're there, and there isn't any use surmising. You ready? A little lady knows. Little lady knows that she was my lady, the window of my life. Well, I rose with her each morning, laid me down with her each night. But then those gentle morning breezes began tugging at her tight. She went chasing the butterflies alive. She was a long drink of water, gentle rolling river tide. She was a long drink of water, now the river runs so dry. She was my lady, I was her man. If I live to be 100, I may never understand how a crinkled greenback dollar and tarnished banded gold and turn a warm true love stone cold. She was a long drink of water, a gentle rolling river tide. She was a long drink of water, now the river runs so dry. Little lady knows. Little lady knows. You gotta hit that high one. Whew. Man, I hadn't done that in a while. That will pull on your nads right there, boy. All right, we got to get back up. All right, we got to do a love song here, simply because love is what makes the world go round, doesn't it? We're going to do this one, and it's probably about time it's 9 o'clock. I'm glad everybody's on real time now, that we're off of daylight savings time. It gets lighter earlier, darker earlier, because that's what real time is. You know, we kind of get spoiled on having more daylight time. But I tell you, I think we finally got this thing figured out. And thanks for being patient with me. Thanks for hanging with me here. I love being with you, even though I can't see you and I can't see any of your posts or anything like that. I wish that, I wish it was like it was before, where I could see your comments and it's like, Marshall, slow down, or whatever you want to say there. But this was recorded in 2015 on the Cowboy and Me CD. If you have that one, break that one out and listen to it, because here's a love song right now. Here we go. Let me get back to that. A waltz, of course. She was a lady, and he was a cowboy, making their own way around. Now he rode the rodeo, followed the circuit. She rode the high side of town. Bruises and blisters, a born and bred drifter. She wore the satin and lace. Fate is much harder to handle or barter when it comes face to face. Now the cowboy loved the lady, and the lady loved him. She would not say it, he'd only grin. But too much to drink from a bottle of whiskey, too many long nights alone, too many earnest and strong innuendos made the cowboy take her home. Bruises and blisters, a born and bred drifter. She wore the satin and lace. He softly kissed her and left her in silence, knowing the end from the start. Now the cowboy was leaving, and the lady knew why. She would not say it, he could not lie. But too much to drink from a bottle of whiskey, too many long nights alone, too many earnest and strong innuendos made the cowboy take her home. Now she is a lady, he is a cowboy, making their own way around. He rides the rodeo, follows the circuit. She rides the high side of town. And that's the lady and the cowboy. So thanks for hanging with me. I think we might accidentally have all this figured out right here. And we'll keep working on it. And I will see you down the dusty trail. So until then, remember, adios for now.